Yo, what's going on, Donnies and Donettes? We're back again for another slap banger with the Mobile DJ Mastery Podcast. Guys, today I have got on a good friend of mine. This guy put me onto quite a lot of the things. When I was first getting into the wedding mobile DJ space, he put me on game. He put me on game that literally changed a lot of things for me, and he's doing amazing things. That guy is Euan Lawrence from Tartan Entertainment. He's all the way up in Glasgow, but what he's done, what he's managed to do, guys, in Glasgow and also worldwide is amazing. And I think there's going to be so many tips and tricks and things that we can pull from what he's done and hopefully add to our businesses and hopefully add and get some of that same success. Do you know what I'm saying? So, you guys know, let's not delay. Roll the damn VT, bruv. Man, Euan Lawrence from Tartan Entertainment. How are you doing, my broski?
Mate, that intro, eh?
Banging, and the tune as well. You know, it's got that, vibe on it.
But do you know what, man? If you think about it, like, you've made the effort to do this, so you got to do it right. You don't just half-arse it.
No. You got to put in. You got to put in, and we're here for the DJ community. And I'm so glad, Euan, to have you on, man, because there's so much. There is actually too much stuff we're gonna talk about. But I like to always start my podcast first and foremost. I want you to let the viewers know who you are, and also what was it, Euan, that inspired you to get involved into DJing in the first place?
I mean, is that the first question?
That's the first question, man. We're rolling with the big guns.
Right. Okay. Cool. I was gonna make a really bad joke there, and I've decided not to. That'd be that people would just switch off straight away. So basically, for me, I was a nightclub promoter. Mm-hmm. Right. That's how it started. And guy came to me. He was opening a bar. And he's like, "Oh, I need some DJ." And like, I was like, "I'm a DJ." Mm-hmm. He's like, "Oh." I was like, "Yeah, I'm a DJ." Mate, I'd never DJed in my life.
So you was just like winging it? You was winging it?
Oh, I just straight up lied to the guy's face. I was like, like he knew that I could get people in the bar and promote and all that stuff, but I always wanted to try the DJing thing. So I hired a guy called Kevin, and Kevin went in and did the Saturday night, and my first gig was a Sunday. And I sat behind Kevin and I wrote down every single song that he played. Okay? I then went home and I downloaded every single song that he played.
Okay.
Put them on CDs, and I was just like, play, fade, play, fade. And then I was back in on...
Sorry, Euan, how old is you at the time? What age are we talking
20...
here?
So I started nightclub promotions when I was 19. I was probably 22 when I started DJing.
Okay.
Yeah. 22? 21, 22. So anyway, fading, and then I was back in on the Tuesday. And I was like, okay, so it was fade. No one really... It was a bar. It was also dead. No offense. Like, some nights were busy.
Yeah.
But there was peaks and troughs. That's what we'll say.
As you do.
And as time went on, I kept going and watching him and wearing at the beach match, and just said to the guys, like, yo, listen, can I come in and do some stuff in the bar and DJ, just get better? And he was like, yeah, you're not a DJ, are you? And I said, nah, but I'm making it work. So thanks very much to a guy called Simon for letting me DJ, and I got better. So each gig I was adding my own songs in, then I was understanding beat matching, and I just played about with it for so long, just on CDJs. But obviously, because I was in the nightclub world doing promotions, I had loads of friends that were already DJs.
Okay.
So I just started asking them for help.
And when you say help, like literally show me how to beat.
I was like, listen, can you show me what to do here? Like, can you give me some songs? Can you intro edits and DJ edits and all this kind of stuff? And they were all on Serato.
Okay.
So I was a CD guy for like, I'd say a year and a half. And then I bought, the SL boxes, the Rain SL boxes. I don't know if you remember.
Yes,
Serato.
I remember they come out. Like Serato Scratch Live and stuff like that.
Yeah. And you had to plug in all the cable and stuff. So I bought one of them off another DJ who just jacked it in. He was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I think I paid like 120 quid for it. And I was like, yeah, great. Got a laptop. My mum got me a laptop for university. patched the university side of things and just loaded it up with the music. And just learned to script. And honestly, like, you used to put CD in and connect to other, and I just practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced. And then I got myself a set of decks. Got some CDJ 800s. Bought them off another DJ. That's a whole other story. They got stolen. Sad times.
Sad times. This is your first
Yeah,
next
sad
time.
times. Yeah, gone. And I set them up in the house. Mate, I just couldn't stop DJing.
Sick.
I couldn't stop. And then the more I got better at it, the more I was like, I can do these gigs. So I was doing other bars, and then obviously I was having the club nights. So I was like, I can do this. So started DJing my club nights.
Promoting them and DJing at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would do the odd sets and stuff like that. And then as time went on, the club promoting sort of stuff died. You know what I mean? Your popularity and everything kind of fades away.
Yeah.
But the DJing was still doing okay. So I was ended up DJing other student nights. And my focus was everything. You know, there was a guy called Colin who DJ'd a club night that I was involved in, and he just played everything. Like, even to this day, I still sometimes do his mix of Jump Around and Walk This Way. And he was one of the first guys I seen just playing anything that just flowed. And I was like, I want to be commercial. That was my thing. I didn't want to box myself into
self-in and play one genre. I just wanted
like,
to
I was a mad R&B guy. Still am. And like the club nights that I went to and my friends ran were all R&B based, and my friend group was all there. But when it came to what I wanted to do, mate, it was like David Guetta to Erasure to anything. Do you know what I mean? So it was very, very cheesy, very commercial, pop, whatever popped. So student nights became my thing.
Yeah.
So I went from DJing in a bar to 2-3 people to DJing student nights to 2,000-3,000 sometimes, couple of hundred. Like, and I felt, this is great, man. And I started off in Stirling, and eventually I ended up in Edinburgh and Glasgow and then up to Aberdeen for a little bit. And then I just started running my own little club nights in smaller places just outside the cities because there was no competition there. And
smart.
It was so much fun. So that's how the DJing thing started.
Okay. So
then you're like, banging, I'm the DJ, I'm the guy. New manager comes in, let's switch it up. Let's give us this guy. Let's switch.
Let's
It
change up the
happens.
rota. No, that happens. And that happens at wedding venues as well. It happens all over.
But the good thing for me was I built relationships with everybody. So, like, I built relationships with managers, club promoters, other DJs. I wasn't interested in snaking their gigs, but I was considered a safe bet. Like, if you needed a DJ to go play the R&B room, you could do it. If you needed a DJ to go play the house room, you could do it. If you needed a DJ to go and play pop music, you could do it. If you needed something to do, like, there used to be Lab Ignite, Cav, attic rooms that had like a cheese room, you know, multicolored dance floors and stuff. I could do it. So I was main room, other rooms, alt rooms, whatever. I could do anything.
You could make it
So
happen.
I always had a circle of work. But it was never enough to put enough through the bills and all sorts, because like you were gigging 5-6 nights a week. You know what I mean? And like the times and so I then eventually moved away from that, but I was always involved in social media. That was my thing. So when I did my club nights, I was very good at social media. When I worked for other people, I did social media, and I just loved the hacks and stuff of doing social media. So I teamed up with another one of the DJs that works with us at Tartan called Callum, and a good friend called Gary, and then we started a social media company completely separate to doing nightclub stuff. And we had some nightclubs as contracts and stuff, and people came in, and we were building a good little business.
Nice.
But the itch was there. The DJing itch was there. And we also had other priorities. So Gary was building a band. He was heavily involved with a massive touring band now called the Snuts. They tour all over the world, like supported the guy Lewis Tomlinson from One Direction, playing Glastonbury, headlining. Great band, right?
Busy.
Callum was always on the radio. That was his thing before he was like club DJ and wanted to be on the radio. He was getting more radio opportunities. And me, I was like promoting, I was kind of like going back into that world a little bit. And eventually it sort of just dispersed. And I decided to go get a job in corporate world.
Can I ask, what age are we now? What age? Because we started at 21 when you were starting
25.
Okay. 25.
Yeah,
then you
25.
You started the a social media company. Then
we started out like 20 when I was 23. So 25, and everything changed. Like I went into corporate world. I gave up DJing. Wow. I wasn't interested. Like I had to go and think about being a serious person.
Yeah, like an adult, innit? I need to be an adult. Like, I need to pay the bills. Is really what it is,
I need to, like, everything had sort of dried up. I was like, I need to walk away from this and go away and try and focus on being a DJ. Being an adult. You know what I mean? Being a professional human being, anyway. And I hated it. I hated it. I really did. No matter what I did, even though I was working in social media and marketing, which I still love to this day, and I was really creative, I wasn't given the opportunities to do what I wanted to do. So I left because one of the guys who taught me how to use this thing, he messaged me and he was like, do you want to come do Christmas parties? I was like, nah, bunkers on. I need to focus on being an adult and making a living. And I was like, I'm not interested in DJing anymore, man. Thanks very much. Another week goes by. Listen, do you want to come do Christmas parties? And I was like, no, leave me alone, right? I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not coming back, right? A couple of days later, come on. I was like, no, right? Another week goes by, right? I have the worst day at my job that I possibly could have had. I hated it. I hated the environment. And some of the people that I worked with just were not my vibe, right? He messaged me, do you want to come do Christmas parties? I really need a dig out. And I went, beep, yes, right? And I walked into the office. Now, bearing in mind, I worked for a big company at the time. So, like, my boss was based in New York. I had a manager in London. And I sat in a room on a video call with the other two people I worked with. And I just quit there and then.
You never had no backup. Obviously, you're going to start doing the Christmas stuff, but you never had no backup or no other job. You just
quit. 2017, November, I'm out. Quit the job. That was it. Left. And then I was like, right, okay, I've quit my job. Let's do this. Busy run of gigs. I was like, I am back. Like, I'm DJing again. Like, you know what I mean? Snow is falling. Like, I was just like, screw it. I'm here. Like, let's go. Made a bit of dough, right? Covered the kind of like what I would have had in my normal job and a little bit extra because I worked so hard that month.
Yeah, I can imagine December. You probably took every gig,
I was like, mate, I'll do the lunches, I'll do the dinners, I'll do whatever. I was like, I don't care, midweeks.
Right.
Fill my diary. I will work. And because I was like, I've quit my job for this. You better not screw me over. Like, he was like, okay, here's so many gigs. And I did it. And then I was like, right. Come January, I'm like, oh my God, I don't have a job. I don't have any money. I'm just like, can't get a gig. Student nights are gone because all the students are home. I'm frantically messaging people being like, hey, I'm back DJing. Like, hello. Hey. And it's like, listen, man, like, I can't just sack DJs to bring you in. I'm like, okay, cool, no worries. And I started Tartan Entertainment Group. I was like, do you know what? There's something there in that world of corporate, weddings, whatever. I was like, I can do this. I can do this. So I started Tartan Entertainment Group of the tail end of 2017 going to 2018.
This was by
And
yourself at the time, innit? Because it's just you at the moment.
yeah, just me. So,
Just you.
and for some reason at the time, I was like, personal branding wasn't a thing at that time. Or maybe it was just starting, but like more and more people were like company names. Do you know what I mean? And that was like
no,
a
I know what you
company
mean.
name.
Yeah. There was more like, instead of brands and personal brands, it was just more like company brands and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
It was like, Starlight Entertainment and Green Tree Entertainment and all those kind of things. So we did it, started it, and I was like, right, now I need some gigs. And I got in touch with a couple of people that I knew that were in the nightclub world and moved on to hotels. I was like, listen, like, I started this thing. Is there anything you can do for me? And someone at the Waldorf Astoria in Edinburgh, it's a bougie hotel, was like, we're having a staff party. Our DJ last year wasn't amazing. Would you be interested? I was like, sign me right up.
100, yes.
I was like, I'll give it a go. So I did the staff party and it went amazingly, right? I loved it. I was like so professional, on point, wearing a suit. Looking back, I was like, right, okay. Anyway, so I've
Now
still
that's
got the
normal,
photo,
but back then,
I got the photo of the setup and everything. Mate, I just borrowed speakers off somebody. I had an FBT top and an HK bass bin, and I had some moving heads that I bought from Alibaba. Like, mate, it was a disaster, eh?
no, but Euan, those stories are the best, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and I know exactly what moving heads you got from Alibaba because
Oh,
I think we
mate,
all got them at some stage.
They just did their own thing. Like, there was no control. It was just like, lasers and that. I was just like, what? Anyway, so I also borrowed some crappy lights as well just to fill it. But the event was a Oscar-themed, Hollywood-themed event. So they'd hired this like events company to make the decor really sick.
Nice.
So like my setup with a bit of Photoshop looked really clean.
Yeah.
Because they had like the nice set. I was like,
Aesthetics.
yeah, I made it. I was like, yeah, right here the launch of my company, and yeah, like we're doing 5-star events, and we come in like, let alone I'm DJing for nothing, praying to God that somebody's gonna book me for something. And I posted it on Facebook. It did really well. And I was like, right, cool. So the day after the event, I was like, right, okay, I don't have any gigs. Let's try and manifest some gigs. So I started messaging loads of hotels, being like, hi, we're such and such. We would like to come and perform at any staff parties you're having or anything we can do. We've got an extensive club background. I'm aware that in the hotels there's so many different people from all over the world. We're able to cater for that. We think that your clients would really love it as well, your corporate clients, blah, 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 blah. And there was an amazing human being called Kelly who was at the Waldorf, who was a sales rep. And she already had DJs that she would have used,
Okay, she's got a little catalogue of people. Yeah.
But I kept prodding. And someone that worked for her at the time in the team, her sister was getting married, and she asked me if I could DJ her sister's wedding.
Okay.
So I did her sister's wedding, and that obviously got me in the good books with her.
Yeah.
And then she then said to Kelly, listen, give this guy a meet. I remember her going in there. I was absolutely scared shitless.
Yeah, because you're thinking this could be something.
I was like, this is going to be an opportunity to do something, or I'm going to get told to vote.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Kelly met me. She was great. She listened to me. She heard me out. And I asked her kind of questions that I don't think most people would. I was like, how much are you paying the other DJs? I was walking with an ego. I think I'm better than them. Like, let me do an event. And they were getting paid good money at the time. So like 450 or whatever it was. So I was like, okay, I'll do 450. I come from DJing for 80 quid. I was like, I'll do 450. Yeah, sounds awesome. Yeah, it's 450. Yeah, I can make that work.
I can make that.
it's-
Yeah, I can. That should be all right. That could.
So that's what started it. So I became a really relevant DJ in the Waldorf doing all their corporate events. And it was awesome. And there was some nights that I couldn't do the gigs because I had other stuff on. I picked up
little bits here and there,
gigs.
yeah, other jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I brought another DJ in.
Smart. This is where the
Right?
Yeah.
Because it was a corporate contract, they were just like, as long as someone's representing whatever. So I brought another DJ in and made a little bit of commission. And then I was like, that was easy enough. And I trusted that guy. Still to this day, he works with Tartan. So I was like, okay, this is something. And I had a marketing background. Then I had a couple of weddings. And instead of using the wedding fee just to feed my own, self, I invested all of it. So I took someone's wedding money because I came from a marketing background and put it into video.
Yeah, all of it. Okay.
All of it. So I hired videographers that were in the nightclub world looking for extra work before they then went on to a nightclub. And I filmed every wedding. And that is where the after movies started. So
Gotcha.
And I was relying on like them having good venues and having nice dance floors and whatever. And I had one of those I bought one of those light console booths. So it was something that was, at least more decent than what's out there sometimes.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And I was given all the camera and like I just knew that people bought people from working in the corporate world.
Yeah.
So I had to and having these kind of bougie videos that I was seeing some other people in the States do, I did it. So one video generated a couple more leads. 2 videos generated, and this is a time really before Instagram. This is all Facebook.
Yeah, this is Facebook days.
I was pushing it out on Facebook, man. Like, I was one of those guys that had like 4,500 friends. The most you could ever have when I was
maxed it out. Yeah,
maxed it out. So I was just pushing this content, being like, well, DJ your wedding. Like, you want a great wedding DJ. It doesn't exist in Scotland. Obviously it does, but I was like, I was just doing anything to get a gig.
Yeah.
And by investing in the video, more and more weddings came in. Then I got a really bougie wedding. So I paid for the guy to travel 3 hours to come to the bougie wedding. But that bougie wedding led on to another bougie wedding.
Yep. That's how it goes.
And the video and the investment and then keeping a little bit for myself just to make sure I was able to put fuel in the car and food for me. I went back and I lived with my parents because obviously I realized I was like, I'm starting a business.
Yeah.
So I had to cut every
yeah,
cost I could. So
100%. Can't be paying money on rent. That's too much.
And now, what's that? 2018. Now we're at, what's 7
years ago.
Can't even count. 7 years later, mate, we're doing 350 plus weddings a year as a company. I've got 10 DJs that work for me. Like, we're the most sought after DJ company in Scotland. And we're killing the game.
No, but on the real.
But that's how it started. I mean, I just completely just made it up. And then, like, the key thing to take from all that rambling was, if anyone's even still listening, but, is the investment. Mate, I just reinvested. I didn't want to go out and just be like, this is my video. Like that doesn't work enough anymore. You have to have multiple options. And I just sacked this off completely to focus really on the high level videos at the time because that was what was popping. Nowadays, everyone wants to see the real stuff, yes, but maybe at different angles. But at the time, the professionally made videos is what set us apart from other people. But I was also learning to create moments for the camera.
Yeah.
So we were able to make the video look unbelievable. And then when I look back at those videos now, they're still amazing.
They're still banging.
They're not what we're doing. But if you look at that video from 2018, you would still think that video is 5 times better than what some of the other DJs are putting out.
And that's
Because
what kind of set you
they
apart,
need
innit, from those
yeah,
guys.
they need to invest. So that was what did it. And then we became more known for making great videos and great content. And I really used my marketing brain to go,
Boom.
you know, but this is what we do. So we're
is what
not
we
just
do.
a DJ company. We're able to sell the experience through the videos and then also deliver it on the night.
On the night. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that brings me swiftly on actually to my next question, Euan, because what you guys are gonna see is that if you head over to Euan's page, he's got a post. Now, I wanna know how this happened, bruv, because I remember when I first came to your page, yeah, I said to myself, how has a mobile wedding DJ got their video on Times Square in New York City? How has some DJ from Scotland got his video on the big billboard picture in Times Square, bro? Bro, like, talk to me about that, because that is insane. How did that happen, bro? Because it's funny how you're saying that high-end video was your thing. You're always thinking about reinvesting back into the company and, making it look away. Like, make it look away, force it to look away, and then the high-end bookings come in. But, bro, Times Square? Let's talk about it. How did you get on Times Square, bro?
Perception, mate. Perception.
I love
you know
that.
what? Do you know what's crazy about it?
Go on.
It cost me $50.
$50 to get your video on Times Square.
There's a guy who made a company and he bought billboard space in Times Square, and he sells 15 seconds worth for $50.
For 50, so you can have 15-second video, whatever you want to put up there, for $50.
Yeah.
That's a bargain.
Mate, we were already going to New York. Me and my wife were going to New York.
Yeah.
And I'd seen this and I was like, and you can pick your time slot. You can pick it all. Yeah, you pick a time slot you want it on. So obviously, like, if they don't have an abundance of videos, they'll probably rerun a lot of them.
Yeah.
But this guy created his company. I was obviously still tapped into tech and marketing. And I was like, that's genius. I was like, we're going to New York. Let's do it.
Yeah, we're going to put something on Times Square.
Yeah, I can't remember what his company's called. TX Entertainment or something like that. Anyway, obviously, for us, T and entertainment just looked like our video was just like part of it. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, it looked like intertwined and stuff.
yeah, it didn't look like an advert. Like he had the advert running right along the bottom of the video, and it was just clever marketing. I bought the 15 seconds worth. We actually bought 2 slots. I bought a slot, and then 10 minutes later I bought another slot so I could film it twice.
Okay.
I've got a video of just the advert,
Yep.
right? Which me and my wife both filmed at the same time. And then I've got a video of me talking to the camera, being like, the advert's coming up anytime
Yeah, and it's
now.
in the back.
Like,
It's in the background.
I was kind of like those Mr. Beast kind of hooks back in the day. I bought a billboard in Times Square, like, but I was before my time.
Yeah.
With that. So if I posted that out, like, I bought a billboard, people would just go, you're a beep. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
100%.
So we just decided to run with the advert on Times Square. And that there was hands down probably within top 5 ideas that I had, because we were able to tap into the American market and the American planners that have weddings in Scotland, because Americans want to relive their heritage and castles and stuff. And I hit them all up and like, hey, we're really promoting the American market. This is what we do. Obviously, there's loads of professional business on our page. But then they see a video of Times Square.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, like he's really, like, he's tapped in.
Fully tapped in. The guy's in
Fully
Times
tapped
Square.
in.
Like, what's going on? He's away in Glasgow and he's in Times Square.
Yeah. So, great marketing. That's all it was. Great marketing. Stand by it.
And the good idea, like you said before, it's the ideas, because like
Yeah.
it is great marketing, and great marketing does come from amazing ideas,
Yeah.
and also like stunts. Like that was like a sort of like a stunt. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
No one had done it before.
No one would have done it before. And what I think's even smarter, and what I want people to even take back from like creating these ideas, is that when you went to Times Square, you wasn't trying to advertise to the people standing in Times Square looking up like, oh wow, I want to get that wedding DJ. No.
No one is looking at your
No one's looking at
video
your
in
video.
Times Square.
No one's
They're
looking.
looking at they're looking at themselves because there's a big, massive camera in Times Square pointing down at
Filming,
you,
yeah,
and you're
filming
like,
people. They're more interested in that.
they're not. Mate, the Coca-Cola adverts that there was just an opportunity to put.
Opportunity for what you could do with
Yeah.
clips of that video in Times Square.
Yeah.
Because
This-
even till this day, when I look at that, and I think to myself, that's a big flex. But obviously now you're telling me the story. It's genius.
Maybe I should take it down. I'll leave it up. A couple of days
Don't
after this,
you
I'll move
dare.
it down.
Don't you dare take that down. That is
Is it still pinned? I don't even know if
it's still pinned. Don't take it. You would leave that because even I want the viewers to see it. That don't take that down, bruv, because it holds weight. I feel like when people first come and follow you, like if I had a video like that, that would be pinned for 7 years. I would never take that off the pin. I want people to know. You need to see something.
I think
early.
that's been up for 5 years now. Eh?
I don't think it should ever come down. It's like you said. It's one of
cool.
your top 5 best ideas. So why would you take it down? Every time a new person comes, they get that wow, which is what you need. Like you said, perception, all of these things, marketing, like the mind, the way your mind is thinking, it works perfectly. So yeah, man, I want people to have those kind of ideas. Yeah, man, banging. That moves me swiftly on. So another thing that obviously you guys know when I'm listening, I comb people's profiles. I've been combing Euan's profile, and there's so much on there. And recently, you've done the after party for the Unfiltered Bride podcast. Now, bro, that I remember when you posted on your story, and I was looking. Obviously, I didn't know what you was doing. You was just like filming, like, yeah, man, I'm out tonight, kind of like. You didn't really say much. And then the dance floor, you had like an LED dance floor. I was like, oh, that looks sick. You had the mirror booth, and I'm thinking, okay, this looks sick. Like, what are you doing? But you never mentioned much. It was only about a day after I'm seeing Instagram blowing up from, they started their tour and they're launching. She's launched her new book. There's so much that both of them are doing, and they're posting. And all of a sudden, I just see you and you're with both of them. I said, no way, what's going on here? And then you ended up doing the Unfiltered Brides podcast after party. Like, tell me, how did that come about, bro? How did you get these gigs, guys? We need to get these kind of gigs. But how did you get this, year?
Beth and Georgie, I think they just came across us on social media. They had started to look for suppliers in Scotland, and this is Beth words, not mine, by the way. You can go listen to their podcast. They were like, everybody kept telling them to check us out, which is amazing for all the other suppliers to be like, check this guy out. And they were like, who is this guy? Like, who is this guy that everybody's telling me? Like, and they just hit us up, and I was coming back anyway. I was coming back to Scotland anyway for a wedding the night before. So I had the Saturday off. They picked a great time to do it. It was quiet. I was like, sign me up. Something totally different.
Yes.
It was just a vibe. It was great. I didn't really know what to expect from it.
Yeah, of course, because it's the type of event that's not a wedding, it's not a birthday, it's not something that we've done before, so you don't know kind of what's going to be happening there. I get that, yeah.
So I ended up building a great relationship with Beth, one of the girls on the podcast, and I was able to help her navigate a lot of the event issues of not being in Scotland, such as we tried to get her a stage. Oh, say, mate, that's a story in itself. She ordered a 4-meter by 2-meter stage.
Yeah.
And they delivered a 4-foot by 2-foot stage.
Oh my God. How did someone get that wrong, bruv?
Mate, that's a whole other story. But anyway, these I passed her all these companies to hit up as well.
Oh my God, that's embarrassing.
Yeah. But it is what it is. Listen, it got sorted. We got a nice stage. The dance floor, a guy called Kevin from Elite LED, he put in this amazing dance floor. If you follow Pro Mobile, it's going to be the cover photo of, I don't know when this is coming out, but it's going to be sometime soon.
Do you know what we're going to do? I'm going to put the picture up now. This is the cover. You're looking at it right now, guys. Yeah. This is the dance floor that you said the LED company and this is the actual after party space that they use.
Yeah. So this is this is going to be a crazy story. So that is a dance floor from a guy called Kevin from Elite LED. He sourced this dance floor. It's very unique to.
It looks.
It's very unique to the UK. I think personally, I've not seen many of them.
I've not seen any. I've seen some of those. There's a Alibaba one. There's a Chinese company, but it's rainbow. It's all like.
Yeah,
I don't know. It doesn't give me.
It can change color, but this is it's quite cool. So that photo that we've just looked at, that is also in the Waldorf where I first started.
No way, Euan. So you've literally gone full circle, bro.
Yeah. So that was the first time I'd played in the Waldorf after COVID because people changed, management changed, I changed the direction of the company. So I hadn't played in that hotel in about 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, things happen, but it was so exciting to then go back to where it all started and have this sick setup.
This
like
crazy,
moving,
and the setup
mate, from
is
the
sick.
Alibaba moving heads to the 5Zs, the mirror ball, the custom mirror booth that I made, to have a sick dance floor, a stage. Like honestly,
circle,
like
man.
I have the two photos, and I think I'm gonna do some sort of post with the.
If you can,
the
you have to.
transparency.
Yeah, from where you
I think
came
I'm gonna.
from to where you are, how it
Yeah,
started,
like you know what I
and
mean,
what's
like
happening now.
the 7-year difference of playing in this hotel. So it was really nice to go back to that hotel and just like reminisce of like this is somewhere I played at least once a month to then not playing for 5+
for
years.
5 years. Yeah.
So it was really cool to be like, this is cool, like,
Bruv, I think
interesting to
that's-
see the hotel hasn't changed, it's still.
Was there anyone there that you recognised or?
Nah, all the staff are gone, man.
Yeah,
All the staff I know. Going back to Kelly, who started it all off, full 360 with her, I ended up DJing her wedding. So the girl that gave me the starting opportunity ended
Because
up
you did her
doing
sister's wedding originally.
No. That was someone else.
Oh,
so
that was different.
so Kelly was the boss, right? And then one of our staff members, it was her sister's wedding that I did.
Oh, one of Kelly's staff members.
Yeah, and then my
sisters.
friend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it was my friend Thea who worked in operations that put me in touch, and so Kelly, who was the boss, the one that I was so afraid of to speak to, and didn't know what was going to happen.
It and sweating and
yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Mate,
this is a do or die moment.
Kelly let me DJ her wedding, and like, yeah, full circle. So anyway, the Waldorf means a lot to me, and that Unfiltered Bride event was awesome. Those two are great. If you haven't heard their podcast, jump on.
No, I'm a big
Fingers
fan.
crossed, I'm going to get on it at some point because I'd love to do it.
Yeah.
Beth and Georgie, they are phenomenal. They've been amazing. So yeah, big up to them.
I love what they're doing. Like with what they've like, even Beth and Georgia, like she's got the wedding styling company, and Georgia's got her she does wedding coordination.
Yeah.
And I love, like, she does some stories. Like she did a story the other day, and she was like, oh my God, like obviously she was ranting, and she doesn't rant much, but she was doing a rant, and she was like, oh man, these venues, man, they're not treating their clients right. And I was like, tell them, Georgie. I'm in the comments. Tell them, Georgie. Tell them, don't let them do us like this.
Yeah.
Trying to rile her up, like.
If you listen to their latest podcast, there's like a good 10-minute section about me. It's quite funny. So
I can't wait to hear that. Yeah,
you should do it. I'll just clip you the 10 minutes. That's the most important part. Don't you hear about other suppliers? I'm kidding. They're all great.
Oh man!
Nah,
so if you do
there's-
not follow the Unfiltered Bride, make sure you give them a follow just to check when Euan's episode is going to be out, because that is going to be.
It's out now,
amazing.
man.
It's out
no,
already?
no, sorry. The bit of them talking about me is out.
Yeah, the bit of
I'm
talking
not.
about you.
I'm not even close to being invited on that podcast.
Yeah, no,
yet.
we're gonna try and slice that. We might even bring it back to another
cool.
episode. But that's bruv, they're doing good things, and you on there, you doing that. It's just adding to all the things that you've already done and consistently do, Euan, man. And this is another thing I want people to kind of know as well, guys. There's so much that Euan has helped me personally with when it comes to my business. Like, I remember when we first met up, Euan, and you was the one that put me onto Studio Ninja. Now I brought Studio Ninja down to the south, and we've shared it amongst our DJ communities.
Yeah.
But I always like to, you have to pay homage. And you was the first one. I remember we was sitting there. We're sitting in where was we? We was in the Shard. We're sounding fancy.
I just think
We're
back to
sounding
that
fancy.
day. I messaged you on Instagram, and I was like, I'm here. I was down for another DJ event, and I wanted to try and link us with some wedding DJs, because I think that for me, that's been one of my biggest strengths, is your network, is your net worth.
Yeah,
so
for real.
I think I just messaged you.
No, you did.
London wedding DJs, and just hit up, and you were the only one that responded.
Mm-hmm.
and we just met. I think we
Yeah.
met in some burger joint.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
we
yeah,
ended
yeah.
up
And then we headed down to the
to the
Shard.
Shard, and
We
then you
met
met
Euan.
Gian, the
Yep.
sax
Then we saw
player.
Tony's both in Aqua. We was in Aqua venue.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then we got hammered.
Yeah, yeah.
Never met this guy before. Let's go
Never
to the
met-
Shard and get
No,
hammered.
but
Yeah.
this is, when you meet like-minded people, and obviously we're in the
Yeah.
same world, and there was so much we could talk about. And what I loved about you is how transparent you was, because then I was still in my growth. I was in my growth within it. So I'm asking questions, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you're just giving me source. I'm just like, how'd you do this? And obviously when you've messaged me, I'm looking at what you're doing. I'm like, this guy's looks like. I remember saying that I don't know no one's content that looks like yours. Similar to what you're saying about how you invest, I saw that straight away. So then when we came down and we were speaking, I remember there was every now and then you would go down to your phone and tap 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 tap, and then carry on talking, and every now and then you're like tap tap tap. I was like, what are you doing? He was like, yeah, man, I'm just, sending contracts, sending invoices. And at the time, I'm using Google Docs to do all of my paperwork. And you're like, yeah, no, man. You got to get on this app, man. You got to get on this app. It's called Student Ninja. You can do it, set it all up. Then we had a call. Remember, I got my subscription. We had a call. You set me up. You told me how to kind of do it. This is a way to make it streamlined. And ever since then, Euan, like my customer service is 10x. That is sped up. I can deal with so much more. And I had a very similar idea to you about pushing out content for them to get leads. Every video gets leads. Yeah. I had the same mindset, and then I started driving that hard, especially 2024 last year. I was going crazy with that, and then the bookings are starting to come in at a speed where I couldn't. If I was still doing Google Docs, I would be dropping balls, man. But yeah, man, you came and you just literally dropped source, and that's what even. Some of the stuff that I do now is sometimes I think to myself, like, I met you, the first time we met, you were so transparent, which then made me say, transparency, like how you made me feel, I was like, I need to make other DJs feel this. This is the reason why we do these podcasts and all these kind of things. And another thing I wanted to kind of get onto, because even you, another thing, Euan, I saw you last year, 24, we're talking about 2024, we're in 2025 now, but bruv, the amount of destination weddings you've done, bruv. I don't think I'm looking at your score sheet. Dubai, Tuscany, France, Paris. Bruv, you're doing America. But, bruv, there will be times like I'll be trying to call you in. I hear the ringtone. Forget it. This guy is elsewhere. When it comes to you obtaining some of these like destination weddings, which I know a lot of people aspire to and stuff, would you say most of it's come from like your networking? Is it social media? Where would you say would be like maybe the main place how you've tapped into the destination market so well?
So for me, I've been very lucky where I haven't even tapped into the planner aspect yet. That there is the next goal for me. I'd love to work with more planners and do different events all over the world. But for me, it's just been my network. So I have been blessed to do weddings for people that either know me or know me through someone else.
Yeah.
And they've went on the socials and they've trusted the socials and they said it's been great. And I was able to play all over the world because of that last year. This year, still got a few, not as many as I did last year, but we're building it up.
Yeah.
And it's all been through people that have known me, seen me in clubs maybe before, seen me do weddings now, trust a reputation, or I played a friend of theirs' weddings, something like that. So it's all been through someone that's seen me and said, hey, can we make this work? And obviously I'm like, of course, yes,
definitely.
Yes, you'd like to go to Spain, have your wedding? Me? Oh, I'm sure I can wiggle things around, yeah. We're getting married on a Tuesday? Perfect. Let me just move this other event that doesn't exist out, So,
God, I do the same stuff.
Literally, like, so we, it's all kicking off internationally. We are heading to south of France in May. Got Portugal, Barcelona.
When are you in Portugal?
Spain. Oh, well, I turned my phone off, so now you trumped that one. I'll let you know.
If we're in Portugal at the same time,
you going to Portugal this year?
I'm in Portugal. I think it's
nice.
Is it August? I think it's in a peak. It's in a peak.
It's
time.
in peak wedding time. Yeah.
So I think it might be August or July, but I'll send you dates. If we're in at the same time, bro.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
God, that'd be sick.
I'd come to your gig. Sure,
same. I'll come to yours.
No, I don't. I don't know. I just know that I'm going there because behind all of this now is my wife Annie, who runs the business.
Oh wow.
So,
Okay.
so when I met you, I was still doing a lot of the stuff. As of November last year, she's come on full time to run this business,
Nice.
and
Nice.
yeah, I'm sitting in her office, man. This is her space.
This
This
is her
isn't mine.
space. Like, you're renting it for
I've
for the
hijacked it.
podcast.
So yeah, pretty much. I've hijacked her space to come and do this, but she runs a business now. So like going back to what you said about Student Ninja and things like that, she was the key advocate of getting me away from what systems we were running before to what we did. So we did it during COVID. Best thing we ever did. And now when we get the internationals inquiries, it's so much easier just to hit them up with all the information and packs and
Streamlining it.
you
Streamlining.
know, and be really consistent with it with internationals. I'd like to level that up. So I've been speaking to other DJs that have already done that and said, hey, how do you do this? But there's also DJs that did it so much back in the day that aren't wanting to do it anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm like young and hungry. So I'm like, let me do what you were doing 10 years ago. Show me how you did
Show
it.
me how you did
Put
it.
me in
Yeah.
touch with
Yeah.
these people. I'll fly to Italy for 24 hours. Doesn't bother me, you know? So I'm at a stage in my life right now where I am able to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. And you
where
want
they're
to do that,
maybe
so let's
where
go
they're
for it.
maybe not. Maybe they've got loads of kids and stuff, and they can't just disappear for 24 hours and you know go and do someone's wedding. There's a guy called Sam Young down where you are. He did some seriously big weddings, man. Like he did George Clooney's wedding in Italy and things like that. Like he's a guy to
What?
watch. Yeah, he's done some great parties, man. And
Mobile?
then
Is he mobile?
well, he's a event DJ,
Mm-hmm.
so you know these guys are different level, man. They don't carry equipment. They they just turn up.
They
You
just
know,
turn up and show and leave. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the next level of this
Yeah. Yeah.
industry.
Yeah.
You know, if you can
Yeah.
just not have any equipment. But I'm a stickler for what I've got. I like my equipment. I don't mind. I don't mind putting in the hard work and
No, I
shifting
mean
it. But
either.
there's some,
I'm part of the grind.
yeah,
You know. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Don't get me wrong. When there comes a point when the back and the feet are always hurting, then maybe. Do you know what I mean? But until
Well, I'll tell
then,
you what. There's a DJ that works with us called Cam Gallagher. Great guy. He ain't lifting nothing. Like he ain't lifting nothing. Eh. Like he's rolling up in his car. He's got his own sound tech. Everything's there. He's like
that's my set.
the only thing he's lifting up is his mic.
That's
That's it. That's it, man. And but he does it the way he wants to, and a lot of guys in London are doing that. You know, there's great guys like CJ Beats and Tony Perry and Martin Too Smooth, all down in London, that are amazing event DJs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're at a level now that I'd love to be at, but like, you know, just keep looking to the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
100%. 100%.
yeah,
I want you to tell our listeners something, Euan, and you mentioned it, but I want to go into it a little bit more. And it's talking about the power of networking. So you've literally said a few things. We've spoken about some big things that you've done. You're being able to be on the Brad podcast, being an Unfiltered Brad podcast. That sounds like it was down to networking. A lot of your destination gigs were down to networking. Like when people say they're kind of like scared about networking and worried about networking, what would you say to a young DJ trying to break and do some bigger things? What tips would you give them about networking?
just send it. Send a message. You never know where that message is going to lead. Go knock the doors. That's the thing that I think for me was like I kind of forced people to meet me at points. You know, I was like, I really want to work with you. Can I grab 5 minutes of your time? Like I would go to Edinburgh for meetings that lasted a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Just to meet people. But again, I was blessed that I had that networking opportunities when I was younger in the clubs. You never know where these amazing human beings that work in hospitality are going to end up. So if you're working in nightclubs, they're most likely either going to end up in hotels or other events,
festival,
or whatever.
yeah,
You know,
something, somewhere.
The people that work in hospitality, mate, they're a different breed. They work harder than anybody I know.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
you
I
know,
agree. After hours,
and-
late night, they
they
go hard for their clients.
They
as
go
well.
hard, and you know, they are the backbone of what we do. So, for me to be recommended by so many hotels is because those amazing people that I worked in nightclubs with have migrated and they've recommended, and then you meet other people, and then you know, people by people.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm very much a giver of giving those people their worth back as well. So I like sending gifts to different venues and planners that I work with and people that work in the hospitality. We did a big brownie drop last year. Don't know if you remember that.
What's a birthday drop?
Brownies, cakes.
Oh, brownies. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So we dropped over 250 boxes of brownies
Jesus Christ.
to venues and suppliers that we work with.
Okay. 250 boxes of brownies, bruv.
Yeah.
That company must have been baking for that.
Oh well, it's one of my oldest friends that does. He's got a company that does that, man. But I do remember dropping it at a time where he was very busy, and I was like,
it's
"Can
like,
you
bro,
bake
you want me to do
200
that?
bucks?"
I've got to do this. I've got to do that.
Yeah, like him and his wife Callie, man, Chris and
Baking
Callie,
all day, every day.
Oh, yeah. Listen, he put in a shift, so I owe him big time because the Instagram was popping, man. Like, imagine like 100 story mentions. Thank you. It was great. It's funny though. There's a great story behind like every marketing plan will have a flaw somewhere, right?
Of course.
And with Chris and Callie, they put in a leaflet to the venues saying we can provide brownie tables and brownie stacks, and it's quite popular now, right? So they said, I said, jump on this while we're sending out to these venues and suppliers. Send them something you can. And a venue that we haven't worked at yet, but we are working at later this year.
Yeah.
I, in my head, was like, I'm going to send them brownies. They're going to check us out and they're going to go, okay, cool. Oh, they're coming for such and such's wedding later this year. No. They messaged Chris and Callie at Gimme Brownies and said, hi, thank you so much for the lovely brownies. It was amazing.
You're like, what?
Yeah, they were like, thank you so much for the lovely brownies. We love what you do. We accidentally think that you placed a flyer for an events company in your box, just to let you know in case you did it for others. They weren't interested in us. I'm the one
That's from me.
I sent you the brownies. I paid for them, and they're messaging Chris and Callie being like, "Oh, there's a flyer in here which I don't think's meant to be in here."
You're like,
from Tartan Entertainment. Not quite sure. But I remember they forwarded that email, and I just thought, oh my god, like you can't win.
Yeah,
can't win.
You can't win.
Like,
even when you're trying to do something nice, people are not even like seeing what is going on here.
They were just like, but they invited Chris and Callie to their wedding show at the venue to exhibit the brownies. Hello.
Hello, you're not seeing.
Yeah,
like,
hi,
what's going on?
So yeah, listen, man. Anything you do might have a small flaw, but it was a great marketing point. And again, it leads back to doing stuff like that. And that there helps build the network. Because if I've got, like, the suppliers were the number one thing that we did this year that was different to doing it before. And the suppliers backed us. Suppliers shout about other suppliers. We shout about other suppliers.
True.
I love it. So the suppliers sharing all that stuff on their Instagram was great for us. It just so happened to drop on the day of the nominations for a wedding awards company that we weren't nominated for. Yeah. So the shout about us on the day.
On the day, everyone
when they were trying to promote their nominations, and everyone just like Tartan. I was just like, should have nominated us. Should have nominated us.
Everyone's talking.
Everybody's talking about us. Not your award. Yeah. Anyway, that's another conversation.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can hear. I can hear that is a conversation for another. And I saw that stuff, and I did think myself. But anyway, once again, that's another conversation.
We got 15 minutes left. Mate, I tell you one thing. We're going to need to do another episode.
No,
because can I just say something?
Go on,
I haven't
please.
even got into the stuff that you wanted to talk about, which was like the company, the DJs. That we haven't even got there yet,
and we're not gonna have any time, man.
No.
And I thought this when I was doing your questions. I was like, damn, there's so much. Like Euan, there's so much. Like even as I'm, like I said, when I'm combing you, there's so much I want to pull out to try and help the community. And Yeah, we're definitely after going to get you in for another. But before we go, one thing I do want the viewers to get now, because I know some of them are going to be running over to your Instagram. They want to see the things that we was talking about. Let's talk about, obviously, like, I'm a big believer in content. You know me, Euan. Content for me it's what's made me who I am today. That's the reason why people see me and know me, because of my output. So I'm big on content. And I heard one thing that you said is that you was big on content. You had the idea of making things look good, and there'll be some people that will go onto your page and they're going to be like, wow, wow, wow. Would you say that it's expensive to have that type of content? Because obviously you're paying professionals to come and film. How are you sourcing it? What are you paying? Are you happy to share that kind of stuff?
Yeah, of
because
course.
some people are going to be like, man, I want this, but how? That's their question. So I want to help them.
So let's just take, for example, you want to film a wedding.
Yeah.
Now, most importantly for me, when we had the professional videographers come in, we had them come in from 10 o'clock onwards.
10 p.m., yeah?
10 p.m. Obviously, there's a couple of reasons for that. One, the wedding's the most popping,
Yes,
right?
I
At
agree.
10 p.m. Maybe not in the US, but here, 10 p.m. to 12, that's peak time, right?
Prime time, yeah.
So 9 times out of 10, the couple's videographer, he or she may have dipped. They may have already left. You know, after first dance, they got a little bit.
They get a little bit and they're out.
You know, they've been there. They've been there since 10 in the morning. You know,
yeah, 100%. It's too much.
So they're gonna. So that leaves that whole gap open to having a video team come in for us and film the party that doesn't annoy them, doesn't get in the supplier's ways, doesn't add the stress to the videographer, because he's probably already got photo, video, content creators already at the wedding. And then we're like, we got our own content guy coming to film the party. They're going to be like, that's too many people. So we wait till they've gone, and then, you know, our team come in.
Yeah.
So that was the first thing. If there's any advice I can give you, just film the content later on. Let people do. And there's nothing worse than if you watch a first dance video, and I've stopped it now because I've seen it. It's like you watch your first dance and the DJ is like this. Like, and then in the professional photos in the video, and it's just like DJ's like, and like the couple around the dance floor filming it as well, and it's on stories, and the DJ's like this. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just, nah. First dance, step aside.
Yeah.
Right, step aside. Just get away. Just be part of the crowd. Like,
yeah.
Let them have that moment, right? If anything goes wrong, it's going to go wrong, right? Whether you're standing at that DJ booth or not, you ain't going to save it. It's going to go. You know what I mean?
If it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
If the first dance is going to fail, it's going to fail. And, you know, at least you're standing at the side, regardless of everyone just being like, you know, anyway. So that's my first part of content, is save it till later, because that's the best part.
Yeah.
Second part is, because we've done the after movies for so long, our brides that book us have the option to, you know, book in with members that we have used in the community, in the media team. So you've got our main guy, Erfon at Unlock Media.
Yeah.
He is the guy that has done most of our after movies, and has built our TikTok to what it is today. He gets the raw clips of the party and stuff like that, and they do really well. Like, we've hit 50 million views across
his edits
or more. It's great. But his after movie edits are great. So we give the brides the opportunity to contact him and book him direct. If there's a wedding that I want to do, or one of the DJs want to do, and they want to take their own money to book him, that's their choice. That's the investment. But also, they now see that sometimes there's certain weddings that the couple might not book the after movie, but they want to film it. They'll go to the couple and say, listen, I want to film your wedding. Are you okay with us bringing the guy to make the after movie? Are you okay being in front of the camera? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be yes.
Yeah, no
please.
problem.
Because realistically, I look back at my own wedding, and I had 3 videographers there. 4, actually. So we caught the angles.
Yeah.
And I've managed to drop an after movie for the last 3 years on my wedding anniversary that's completely different.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
From,
Yeah.
from the main wedding team that were there all day to one of the after movie guys I work with to now another wedding videographer who does after movies but also does wedding. So I've rinsed my wedding as much as I can, but looking back on that footage, man, it was a great party.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
love
yeah.
the fact that I can see that part as well as the rest of the day. So I see, my wife down the aisle. I see the dinner. I see this, but I also see the raging after party that happened at my wedding. And you get it on the phones, you get people, it's great to see. If you go and look at the after movies, it's great. So in terms of costs, purely depends on the person.
Yep, and it can
You're
vary
going to
widely.
average anywhere around 350.
And would that be from like 10 to 12 type thing?
10 to 12, and that includes an
I would
edit.
agree. Yeah, includes an edit.
We've sourced editors from around the world now just because of the amount of volume that we were doing that have jumped on. So you got editor fees. If you budget 300 to 350, you're going to get a sick 1 minute video of that person's wedding. And if you're like me, you get all the raw footage. Bro, I got hard drives, man. I got hard drives.
With lots of raw, yeah. So I get the edit and then I get all the little clips.
Yeah, I've got the biggest Dropbox as well. We got backup. I have got enough footage to launch another company.
100%, bro.
Yeah, but also, man, it's so nice to look back on. Like, we are currently doing a video edit for every DJ in the team. So we had to sort all the videos out because they were a damn riot. They were just like named dates and nothing else on it, and like certain venues, like, and and Irfan, bless his soul, man, like he just put in like venue with cool ceiling, like wedding.
Yeah, he's trying, and he's just like, he doesn't know the
venues, like he's just writing. So we're trying to so we were sourcing it and going through all the content and to arrange all the DJs to filter all and put them in the right folders, and we're going to update the YouTube. So it's so nice to look back on, man. Like we've done some amazing weddings, and we've also done some amazing weddings that have no video, that have NDAs, that don't. But like to look back on some of these weddings that we did, it's been the best thing ever. So if you can allocate 300 to 350, or the way I see it now, this might work for wedding DJs that aren't full time. Okay, if you have another source of income, take a full wedding fee, and invest that fee into that wedding. As long as you've got the right venue, the right couple that are going to be and they're okay with it, invest that wedding fee that you've solely got to do their wedding. Invest it in content, and hopefully it will generate more leads, more inquiries, more bookings.
Euan, I
the full-time guys
agree.
Like yourself, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, you've got bills to pay. You've got, overheads. You've got staff, even if you're having
someone help you out a roadie or stuff.
You can't necessarily give up your full fee. But on the flip side, mate, one bit of content can change
everything.
A business overnight.
Yeah.
Overnight, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, one bit of content can change a business overnight. Function band. You know the function band?
Yeah.
Yeah? Mate, Dan and his team.
Yep.
Like, mate, one TikTok blew up that guy's company, man.
Yeah, 100%.
And he went in on it.
He went in on it. Once he saw what that did, he was like, that's it. That's the mode. And that's what's now taking them around the world. They've done adverts for McDonald's. They have done some collabs with some massive brands. And I'm like, geez. Like, yeah, they are just...
hands down one of the most successful wedding bands or function bands to ever hit the nail on the head.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Because they invested in content. And they now have a full-time content person that goes to every single gig, which I think, again...
because it's a marketing strategy for their business, and they definitely charge accordingly. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So all of that will be put in, but then that's what you get out of it. Yeah. And I think it boils back down to what you were saying at the start about the ideas and like doing things. And also, you want to put yourself in a place where you can be seen and you can be picked up. If you're not in those spaces and you haven't got any content and you haven't got that, then that's going to be very hard for any of those crazy or more, more outlandish things to happen. So you've got to put yourself in a place for those things to happen. So I agree. One video can do it, guys. One video
can do it. Do it. Just go film it. Go film it. As long as you've got the permission, you've got the couple, you can do it. Honestly, invest in content. It was the best thing I ever did. I love it. Like our latest Instagram post, with the sunglasses, like
yeah. I saw the gangster stuff. Yeah, the mafia.
So silly, right? But it's doing bits.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we just did it for a laugh. Like I can't even, phone's off. I can't even show you the second one, but like we've made another video, and it's just like us all laughing because that's the true scene behind it. We were all dead serious about doing that, but actually, we're all personalities at the end of the day, and I think that's, if you can show your personality and your couples having the best time in the world in one video,
you've won.
It could change your booking. I think you've adapted it seriously over the last year, and you've seen an increase in your inquiries and your leads and your bookings, man.
And that's why I wanna. Some people are when people message me, some people DM me and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Bro, I show up consistently. I show what I offer. I show me what I offer. What I offer." That interaction, crowd, and it's consistency. So it's same like your videos, Euan. All your videos are popping. It's not like the banners are there, the ladies, they'll do that one time, then again. When someone's watching that, they're like, this is now guaranteed. I'm on my 10th event. I'm going through his videos. I'm looking at video number 10 and it's raging. Like video number 1 was, the video number 2, video number 3. It just builds up confidence within your clients. So then I tell the guys who I'm speaking to, consistency and obviously posting the right stuff. That is what's going to do it. And some of it is going to be investment. So some people have probably listened to what you said, Euan, and I'm saying it because I agree. Some people are listening to it and they're thinking, 350, oh, that's a lot. But I'm saying, guys, what that 350 could do, it could give you, depending on what that video is like and depending on how much bookings you take, one video can book you out for a whole 12 months. How's about that? One video could do 12 months of bookings for you. It is possible. Another thing I want to mention to people as well is that when you've spent something like 350, you're not posting that video once. If you're not someone who has a lot of content, that one video, you're not going to post one time. You're going to post that a couple of times over the years, guys. You're going to post that a couple of times and they're going to send you raw footage. So you're going to have, we're not just talking about
the
one
raw is
the
key,
clip.
man.
The raws are key.
We get the after movie and then we get a bunch of raw clips. So the raws have really done well for us in the last kind of 12 to 18 months, and having the official after movie sort of vibes as well. And see, the thing is, like, it's becoming the thing up here, especially with us, is it's a product that the brides and
they want it now because they see
they want it.
They want it. They're like, that's
they want it.
Sick
and
video.
like the price that they pay is the price that we pay. I don't sugarcoat it. They book it direct with the videographers because it ain't my position. If I want to hire the guy, I'm not going to shortchange him. I'm gonna give him what he wants.
What he wants, yeah, whatever his
because
price is.
that's what he wants. And allocate 350, 400. You're gonna get a sick video, but it's gonna be so worth it.
Yeah.
And that might be a full gig or more than a full gig, depending on which bracket you're at in the winning world.
Yeah, 100%.
It might not even make a dent in your damn fee. Like, but the investment, you're gonna see it, man. Like 110%, you're gonna see it. I am proof of that. Going back to 2018 where we first talked about the videos.
Yeah.
I'm proof of investing my full fee when I was only charging 150, 250 for a wedding.
Yeah,
I was giving the guy everything
and more.
But I would get some more bookings out of it. But also it allowed me to do the more bougie weddings. And then when I started seeing the bigger budget weddings coming, I was like, okay, these are because I spent money to make these videos. And without the videos, I would not be sitting here today in front of you.
Talking about what we're talking.
I would not be sitting here in front of you just talking about content and how much it changed me, man, because like change your business, changing your business. And
bro,
look at all these, but you're also doing the thing where you're separating yourself from the industry where you perform in, but also as a DJ. You're now you're creating that separate lane
That
of
separate market, yeah.
I am a guy who can talk to DJ community, but I'm also a sick wedding DJ.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what guys like Nick Spinelli are doing.
Mm-hmm,
And soon, Euan Lawrence.
I cannot wait, bro. I know
I'm
it's
buzzing,
coming.
man.
Anyway, we've had conversations, June, so we know what the trajectory is going to be, and I'm looking forward to it, bro. It's going to be sick. It's going to be sick. Anyway, Euan, man, we have come to the end of the pod, bro. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been hard to pin you down. I know it's going to be hard to pin you down for the second one, but the fact that we've got this, I'm happy for the wait. Guys,
Anytime for you, man. Anytime
you say that, Euan, yeah. This guy, we won't see him for 12 months. We're not going to see him, until 2026. I'm going to try and change that, but because the second part, the business element, I think will be beneficial for some of the people growing further on. Yeah. But it was great to talk to you. Great to hear the stories, your ideas and plans.
This whole time, right? We spoke about this before the podcast
started.
Yeah,
go on, show them.
My phone was pinging off, right? My phone, I was like, because obviously running a business, people don't realize it. It's 24/7.
24/7. It is.
And then I turned this off. That never happens. I go to the cinema. That happens, and then I go and I do this podcast. That happens. I turned it off, right? And then the calls are coming through on the damn laptop. And I was just like, so we had to sign out iCloud and turn off
Sign
WhatsApp.
it off, shut off, quiet for 2 hours, quiet that down.
I feel so nice to have not been on my phone.
This is the first time I've never seen you on your phone, Euan.
I know. I might keep it off for the rest of the day.
Euan, before you go as well, man, show them your professional microphone, man. I think this is right. Beautiful. Let's.
So obviously, I watched a couple of the clips that you put up about the podcast, and I was trying to get the setup looking right. We joke about this was not here 12 hours ago. This was not here 12 hours ago. It was a bare ass wall. The room was a riot. B&Q. Mate, my house was absolutely. We just had the cleaner come in and I completely tore it apart because this stuff, when you cut it, is just a mess.
It's a mess.
So it's a mess. So like a chair, TK Maxx. That's my wife's plant from another room. Like, so this aesthetic was not here. And I wanted to make us look good, even myself looking good. Haircut, teeth, everything, man. Like,
I love it. I love it.
I invested in this, right? But the one thing I didn't think of was the microphone situation. So we have these little Rode mics that we use for the videos, and we're going to start using for vlogging. Yep. That's an exclusive. Vlogs. They're coming out. My vlogs are coming out. And I was like, what do I do with a microphone? So I was originally going to clip it. And then I was like, but everyone has the kind of like the muffs.
The little thing, yeah.
And then, so with the Rode mic, it comes with the I'll show you how.
Guys, look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, right. So I was like, so I stood it up, but it doesn't stand.
It doesn't stand. And then
I tried to connect it to this, and then I got like mad tape, and then I was like, so I was trying anything to make this work. And then I had a eureka moment. I was like, oh, I'll just put it in a cup. And then it was rattling about in the cup. And then I was like, I got a sock and I stuffed it in a sock. So this is the most professional microphone setup.
Look at this.
If you're just listening to this, my microphone is stuffed in a cup it's stuffed in a sock within a cup. And this whole time, this whole podcast, it's just like so professional. It's right here. Can I tell you something? This is genius. And I don't think I'm going to change it.
No, that is perfect.
I do not think I need to spend a penny on a microphone stand.
No, you've got one. Your cup and sock, mate.
Mate, as long as it's out of shot. Look at that! Not talking about the fact I just spent, the best part of 400 quid trying to make this room look good for your goddamn podcast. Obviously for future videos. But we're rocking a sock within a cup.
And you made it work. You made it work.
Do you know what, mate? That's it. I'm signing out. Thank you very much for having me on your podcast. Do you know what, mate? While you're laughing, just roll your outro. Peace.
Oh my God, man. Guys, man, I really hope you enjoyed that episode, man. All right, let me just quickly wrap my eyes because That last part had me in stitches.
I should
Guys,
have
man.
I should have just waited till the end of the podcast and not even told you. That's what I should have done. I should have. It's. By the way, I hope you actually included the outro there, and this is just like the extra little piece that they come back to at the end. Then you can run your outro again. You can run your outro as many times as you want.
Hey guys, man, thank you so much for joining. I hope you really I hope you picked up some great tips from this episode. Make sure you give Euan a follow, man. We have put all of his details inside the comments and the descriptions. Look at the stuff. Go and look at the Times Square video. Go and look at the things that we're talking about. Look at some of those videos. See how they affect you when you're watching, and just know to yourself, if you're looking to get something like that, you can be spending anything from maybe £300 to maybe £400. That's a good budget to look at for a professional videographer. Obviously, look at their work. Don't just pay them their money just because they said so. Look at their work. Even show them this is the kind of things that I want to do. I'm trying to get this gig. I'm trying to show them that, spend that. Invest in yourself, guys. Invest. That was one of the biggest words from this podcast. And another thing is network. You've heard us talk about it before, and we're going to keep on banging about some of this stuff because you keep seeing successful people working with their network and making that work for them. Guys, I've got this new thing that I want to start trialing out as well, yeah? So feel free to make use of it. If you want to leave a comment or say anything on the podcast, you can head over to the Instagram at Mobile DJ Mastery, head into the DMs and leave a voice note. We won't be reading out messages, but we will be playing back audio messages. In the audio, you can ask a question, leave a comment, or say what you like. If we approve it, or if I approve it, let me be honest, there's no team at the moment. If I approve it, then it will get played on one of the episodes. So I would love to hear from you. But anyway, guys,
wait, I'm coming back.
Oh, it's
You
back.
don't have a team. You don't have a team? You're
team?
at it, mate. You're at it.
No, I don't have not with the podcast, with the entertainment business, yeah, but with the podcast, like not yet. Soon I'll have like a editor and I'll have someone and then there will be a team. But as it stands at the moment,
invest.
Yes.
Listen, I'm gonna run, but when we do this again, and I promise, give me a month. In fact, let's just do it I'm gonna promise you, right?
Yeah.
Within 4 weeks, we're gonna do another one. Okay. And we're going to come back. I'm going to talk about the things that I know you really wanted to talk about, which was the company.
It's the business, man. It's the business
side of things and how to grow your business. Because obviously, like we spoke about how I run things very differently to a lot of other people.
Yes, and I want to hear. I want them to hear your ideas, man. Your ideas are sick.
We'll talk about that, and we'll talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about. The weather.
Yep, there'll be more.
Yeah.
There'll be more.
It's raining here, standard, isn't it? Scotland.
Normal Scotland stuff.
Yeah, normal Scotland, man.
Anyway, you
Run the outro.
I'm
Wait! Before we go, obviously, like you know that you do the but that's what we're known for, man.
What in Tartan or seriously?
Mate, the bride's dropping the air horns. That's a thing.
Yeah,
that's a thing.
I love our air horn, fam. Some people are like, oh, that's dated. I'm like, bro,
nah.
The air horn
I
is...
tell you something. When that bride presses that air horn 3 times, mate, the room lights up. They love it.
They love it. They're like, meh.
Have you got do you know what you need to do? I just think of this. You can get like a sound pad.
Yes, I'm gonna get the investments. The investments are coming, you know. So we've got to do the investment with the editors. We've got to do the investment with the roadcaster. We need to do investment in a boom mic. Like there's things that I
wonder if there's an app though. I wonder if there's an app you can connect to this to do.
Do you know what? There is some sounds on here. Oh wow, we're going rogue right now, isn't it? All right, let me have a look. I've got some.
Listen, this is the extended version of the podcast.
This is the extended. No, wait, we've got some sounds here. You know, wait, there's an air horn. Where is it? We've got clapping, drum roll, transition. So like, if you tell a joke or something, I can do something like.
Go for it.
Come on.
I heard it.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
They got a drum roll. Yeah, they got some. I need to find a way because I've got a stream deck, so I know I can collect.
I'm sure you could get an air horn on there.
Yeah, I don't need to get a roadcast. I can definitely. Yeah, I'll look into that. There'll be sounds. Oh,
thanks very much for having me, everybody. My name is BTG Euan. Take care. Good night.
All right, guys, man, thank you so much for watching. Give us a follow. Make sure you head over to Instagram, look at the shares and stuff. Do all that good stuff. We're going to leave you. We're going to love you. It's been great. I'll see you next week. Peace.